Okay, so in today's video about JasmyCoin, I want to check out the recent move down that we got starting from this high and ending potentially and hopefully to somewhere around here and tell you what is going on, because if you haven't noticed, let's just hide everything. Okay, as you can see, in the last move down in Jasmy, we actually took all these lows, and I'm going to see, is this actually a bad sign, or maybe something else is happening in here, and what we need to see in order to be able to talk about the bullish possibility in the mid to long term with a bit more confidence. So with that said, hi everyone, welcome back. I hope you're having a great time with your family and loved ones, and let's go on H1 time frame and see what is happening. So in the last hour in Jasmy, as you can see, we got some sort of a move up, and this is absolutely normal. Why is that? Because off of the highest high about here around, let's say like 2.1 cents, we are having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave down into a wave 1, correction for wave 2. This is a very clear 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down into wave 3, correction for 4. I would say probably a flat structure and another move down into wave 5. And what happens after a 5 wave down? You know it, either an impulse or a correction structure on the upside. Generally, we are going to have a move up. Now, the shape of this move to me is going to really determine what is going to be next in Jasmy. And for example, are we going to continue this move and start a solid uptrend, or maybe we are going to have another move down and this is going to be just a simple correction structure. So the question is, how can we say whether our move up that we are going to get in the short term is going to be a correction or an impulse? If you see a very strong move up, like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, in order to get out of the current region ASAP, that's actually going to be a great sign. On the other hand, if you see kind of a slow and choppy move on the upside, something like this, well, unfortunately, being a slow and choppy is a characteristic of a corrective movement, which means, well, we might see another move down in JasmyCoin after our correction is over. So this is our short-term analysis. We are going to have a move up, but that's not really the point. We should pay attention to the shape of that move on the upside. Now let's zoom out a bit more and maybe go on H4 time frame and see what is happening, because in the last move down that we got, we have actually taken the lowest low around 1 point, I think it was 6 cents. And naturally, one might wonder, is our move up overall in the midterm in JasmyCoin over, or maybe we are still in a correction structure that started from this point, and maybe we're gonna have, for example, either an ABC or maybe a WXY structure? Well, you see, we cannot say anything for sure, and there is no certainty in any market. We are only talking about the probabilities in here. But here's a very important point. I think right now we should pay a lot more attention to what is happening in terms of classic TA, meaning support and resistances, because this is, in case that you are a new viewer, an unbelievably important support area from weekly and daily time frame at the same time. Now, the point is, if you want to argue that this region is broken, you need to see a weekly candle close under here and then pull back and a continuation of the move down in order to take this low. And for example, in the short term, we can have a move down and then we get a very strong bounce back. And at that point, well, this is going to be just a simple fake out. If you actually see a break of the region at that point, I think we should be very, very worried about JasmyCoin, because we might be able to say that on a higher degree, we probably have completed a 5-wave impulsive structure up. Let's just zoom in more. There we go, something like this one. Now, here is a very important point. You should also pay very close attention to JasmyCoin's chart versus BTC. And let's go on this chart. And we talked about this subject before. Also, in this chart, we are having a very important support area right in here. And if we get a break of this thing, that's actually going to be, in my opinion, probably the ultimate bearish sign for us. Now, you might say, well, okay, in this chart and also in Jasmy versus US dollar, we are having a very important support. So why should we specifically pay attention to this thing? Because this does kind of tell a bit of a different story. Why is that? You see, in here, we are having a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave up, and then I'm thinking this is a correction structure down. And also in this move on the upside, in JasmyCoin versus BTC chart, we haven't taken the highest side in here. However, if you go back and pay attention to the JASM coin versus US dollar, in this move, we actually took the highest high in this area. So if you want to go according to this chart, this suggests maybe we are having 5-wave impulsive structure up into an A leg, and then from the highest high to about the recent lowest low, we are having potentially and hopefully an A, B, C, or maybe even a WXY structure into our B leg. And what's going to happen next? Probably we are going to have another move up into our C leg. And for now, and as long as I'm not proven otherwise, I'm going to argue there is going to be a period of time when JasmyCoin once more is going to outperform BTC. And that most likely is going to be during a fantastic altcoin season. And I know right now, because prices are down not only in Jasmy but in a lot of other altcoins and also Bitcoin, saying these things might be a bit annoying, but it is exactly at these times that we should become and go according to what the chart and other signs tell us. If the signs that you are following are telling you that, you know what, we are going to get a move up in the whole crypto market, then okay, naturally right in here is going to be a great long opportunity for you. On the other hand, if you believe that we are going to start a massive bear market, then you know what, fair enough, you should probably sell all of your altcoins and probably Bitcoin and wait for lower prices. For me personally, just in JasmyCoin, I'm gonna wait a bit more and see what is going to happen to this important level. As long as we're not getting a break of it, I am going to remain optimistic. So I hope I explained everything well and you understood what is going on in JasmyCoin's price chart. Anyway, if you found any value in my content, I would really appreciate if you like this video and consider subscribing to my channel and follow me on Twitter. And if you want more, maybe you want a complete analysis for your own specific crypto, or maybe you want to learn some decent TA in order to be able to make good money in the markets, you can become a member and ask me anything you want. And until the next video, I hope you have a wonderful time with your family and loved ones. Goodbye.